Okay, this one is for Elliot. This is how to solve some of the story problems from yesterday, and that would be April 27th. So you start off, you have a piece of string that is 12 inches long. And good enough. I'm not using a real string because I would actually run out of string, I think, if I tried to cut up the pieces. So what we have is a problem that says how many squares can you make if you cut off integers, which are the counting numbers, 1 inches, 2 inches, 3 inches. Well, if I cut off an inch here, I've cut off 2 inches, so I have 10 inches left. Cut off another inch, so that's, and I'll iterate them, I will count. So I've got 3 inches, cut off 1 more inch, cut off 4 inches, and I've made a square that is an inch on each side. I can do it because if I take away 4 inches from my piece of string, that means I would have 8 left. So I can make a square that is 1 inch on every single side. Well, next one up is 2. We tried 1 works, so let's go to 2, see if 2 works. Take off 2 inches, and there's one side of the square. Take off another 2, 2 plus 2 is 4. Take off another 2. Need some help on making my inches here. Take off another 2, 2, 4, 6, 8. I've taken off 8 inches. Each side is 2 inches long. And so I can do it. I've taken away 8 inches from my 12 inch of string, leaving me 12 minus 8 is 4. There would be 4 inches left. So I can make a square that is 2 inches on each side. So the next attempt would be at 3. And then if 3 works, then go to 4. If 4 works, go to 5. If 5 works, go to 6, and so on and so on and so on. Well, the next problem had to do with halves. So I could go to the half inch. There's my 12-inch piece of string. Let's try 1.5 this time. So let's go 1.5 for a total of 3 halves. And I think it's important on this one to note that if I have 12 inches, there's 2 half inches in every inch. So if I have 1 inch, there's a half inch, there's a half inch. That's 1 inch. Add another inch. That's 2 inches. So there's a half inch, there's a half inch. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 total half inches. Oh, there you can see it. 4 total half inches. So if I multiply 2 times 2 in each inch, that gives me the 4. If I go all the way to 12, there's 2 half inches in each inch. So I do 12 times 2. There will be 24 halves, or 24 half inches, in my 12-inch piece of string. So I'm going to do 3 halves, which is 1.5 inches. So there's 1.5 inches. Do another 3 halves, which is 6 halves, which is still less than my 24. I have 2 sides of the square. Add another 3 halves. 3 plus 6 is 9. 9 twelfths is still less than 24 halves. Sorry, 9 halves is still less than 24 halves. Add another 3. 3 plus 9 is 12. So I've done 12 halves. 1, 2, 3, 4 sides of the square. I can do a square that is 1 1/2 inch, which is the same as 2 half inches. 2 plus 1 is 3, or 3 half inches. So that one works. That also means that 1/2 of an inch will work because a half is less than 3 halves, or 1 inch we already proved works on the last demonstration. So if I can go to the half inch, I know 1/2 works, 1 or 2 halves, run out of room on that one, works, and we just did 3 halves, or 1 1/2. That works. Now we'll go up to 2. We proved that works on the last one. So that would be 4 halves, then try 5 halves, then 6 halves, and if 6 half works, go to 7 halves, and so on and so on and so on. Hopefully this wasn't too long, and hopefully explained just a little bit how to go about solving some of these problems. If you still have questions, Elliot, or anybody else for that matter, let me know.